2, 3.
Welcome to the Blitz. This week we have Turlock High hosting Central High of Fresno. Both are 1-1 entering the game, and both are coming off of losses. Turlock, they were shut out by Clovis West 48-0 after upsetting Rockland in the season opener. And as for Central, they were edged out by San Joaquin Memorial 23-21.
Right there! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
The Bulldogs enter the game shorthanded with 2 starting receivers and a starting lineman out of action, but the goal remains the same: pull off another upset to help with postseason seeding. And beating Central will be an upset as they enter with a Max Preps state ranking of 45. So get ready for some high school football action from Joe Debtley Stadium in Turlock. We have the Bulldogs taking on the Grizzlies. It's going to be a high-impact game. We have 2 great quarterbacks, so let's see how it all shakes out right now.
Give me 9! Give me 9! My time! My time! My time! My time! Give me 10! Give me 10! Let's do it again!
With the Friday night highlights. Dylan Scott opens the game. He's got the rock, looking for a lane, but instead he's tackled for -3 yards, tackled by a gang of dogs, and Logan Durkee is feeling it. But the passing begins as senior quarterback Dayton Tafoya connects with Ladanian Street for 16 yards and a first down. In Central, they get on the board early. The 9-play drive ends with a Michael James 21-yard touchdown run. Great start for Central, but a slow start for Turlock's offense. Cole Gilbert, the left-handed quarterback, looking for a receiver, but instead, Caleb Shelton and Jake Shavira come up with a sack, and that leads to a short punt. The ball only reaches Turlock's 32-yard line. Great field position for Central, and a great opportunity for the Bulldog defense to show up. Noel Felix fumbles the ball at the 10-yard line, and junior Adrian Sandoval comes up with the ball. Turlock, they're feeling some momentum early, so let's see what the offense can do. Gilbert drops back, and he finds Carter Crivelli across the middle, and he jets for a 22-yard gain. And just 2 plays later, Turlock will even the score. Gilbert rolls to his left, and he finds Joshua Weatherby for a 9-yard touchdown pass, and he sneaks into the corner of the end zone. What will the Grizzlies do? Well, they're going to reply immediately. There's only one reason we're showing a kickoff. Look at this counterpunch. Braylon Hall fields the kick at the 30, cuts across the field, and he finds a wide open lane to pay dirt for a 70-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And now Central leads by 6 after a missed PAT. And there's another setback for Turlock on the ensuing drive. Gilbert looking for a receiver, looking for that first down. He's running it, he's stretching. Oh, but he fumbles the ball. Good field position for Central, but the Bulldog D force a 4-and-out, giving Turlock a chance to pull ahead, and it only takes 4 plays to make that happen. That's a 19-yard pass to JT Foreman III before this drive is capped with a 40-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah Bertolotto. Lost in the fray for a second, but he emerges to give Turlock a 1-point lead. Can Turlock pull off the upset? They're going to try, and so on the ensuing kickoff, James Peterson dials up an onside kick, and Crivelli comes up with the ball. But the recovery results in a 4-and-out for the Bulldog offense, which takes us to the 4th possession for Central and a 14-yard run by sophomore David Bell. And that's followed by an 11-yard run by Michael James. Nice stick by Foreman, though, but the offensive assault continues. Another first down with this 8-yard pass to Hall. And finally, this 14-play drive ends with a 1-yard touchdown run from Tafoya. And with 4:13 left in the half, the Grizzlies lead by 5 points after a failed 2-point conversion. Bulldogs get the ball back and keep their foot on the pedal. Here's Gilbert showing off his rushing skills with a 33-yard run and a sweet slide, and that's followed by a 19-yard pass to Cale McVay on the far side of the field. He's down at the 1-yard line, and that leads to an over-the-top touchdown from Gilbert with less than a minute left in the half. And Cole Gilbert is psyched. Look at this windmill celebration run. I've never seen anything like it before. And after a successful 2-point conversion attempt via a McVay reception, Turlock retakes the lead. It's been a shootout. Can Central answer back? Final play of the half, and Tafoya is going for the end zone, but he's intercepted by Foreman. He snags the ball, and the Bulldogs enter the half leading and pressing for an upset. Now, before we continue with the highlights, let's recognize our sponsor, Realtor Michael Rocha. Are you a buyer looking for that perfect home? Are you a seller wanting top dollar for your home? No matter what your real estate goals are, if you're looking to win in this real estate market, Michael Rocha is the realtor for you. So contact Michael Rocha today at 209-485-5228. You can also find him online on Instagram and on Facebook. Back with second half action, and spoiler alert, the third quarter belonged to Central. Tafoya with an 8-yard run, and on 3rd and 10 from the 14, Tafoya delivers a touchdown pass to Dylan Scott, the sophomore, getting into the mix. And Central, they're going to keep it going because their offense is potent. Just 3 minutes later, Tafoya puts more points on the board as he connects with Felix. Great stiff arm, and that's a 34-yard touchdown. What will Turlock do? Can they respond? They think they can. And on this possession, they're looking to answer back on 3rd down. Gilbert looking to convert. He evades a sack, keeps his feet moving, and checks down to Foreman, who stays in bounds and blazes down the sideline for a clutch 65-yard reception. He takes it all the way to the 4-yard line, and we're going to take it all the way back real quick because this is the play of the game. A nice touch pass by Gilbert. Great awareness by Foreman. Makes a move, makes a defender miss, races past 3 defenders, finds a hole, runs over another defender, and he sees daylight. He's all the way down to the 4, like I said, very close to a touchdown. I'm sure he would like that one back, but regardless, the Bulldogs do get onto the scoreboard with a 4-yard touchdown run by Gilbert. And after an incomplete pass on the 2-point attempt, we have a 5-point game, and Turlock is keeping the upset hopes alive. But Central unfazed. Tafoya keeps attacking Turlock's secondary, and that's a 20-yard touchdown pass to Felix. He's celebrating, but not for long. The flag calls it back. And so Tafoya opts for a 35-yard touchdown pass instead with a teardrop delivery to Hall, who makes a sliding catch. And the Grizzlies are starting to heat up. And so they open the 4th quarter with a 4-play scoring drive that's capped by a 29-yard touchdown pass to Streets. And Tafoya's reign of terror continues on Central's next possession with another touchdown pass to Streets. Sweet stiff arm on this 23-yard scoring play. And just like that, what was once a close game now sees Central's lead extend to 19 points. And so Turlock is going to call in their reserves, and the reserves, they're going to tack on a couple more touchdowns. First, with this 24-yard touchdown pass from Gonzalez to Weatherby. Look at that kid run. And then with a 12-yard touchdown pass to Bertolotto with a nice over-the-shoulder catch. He gets in the end zone, but the result remains the same. Central with a second-half surge for the win to advance to 2-1.
I've never played a team like Turlock in their league and stuff like that, so I didn't know what to expect. But off of the film, they're a very hard-nosed team, and they work hard. Coaches were getting on us, and instead of arguing back, we were accepting what they were saying and listening to them and just going with the flow, and we started rolling. We just got to keep being consistent at practice, keep working hard, showing up on time, and making good time of what we got. And coming up, we have very good teams, Bishop Diego from Santa Barbara, and then we have Liberty Bakersfield, which we need to get our get back from last year. So we need to stay consistent and keep working hard. Shout out Coach Biggs. Coach Biggs, my guy right here, he's always staying on me, and I love this guy.
With any high-scoring game, you should expect high stat totals, and that is the case on this episode. The quarterback for Central, Dayton Tafoya, he went 23 for 40 from the pocket for 349 yards and 5 touchdowns. He also rushed for 79 yards and 1 touchdown for a grand total of 428 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception. As for David Bell, he had 15 carries for 109 yards. And number 2, LaDainian Streets, He had 7 receptions for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Braylon Hall had 7 receptions for 139 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 kickoff return touchdown as well. Turlock with a losing effort, but they were highly productive on offense. Cole Gilbert, 14 for 28, 317 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And when you tack on his 58 yards of rushing, that's a total of 375 yards. And speaking of quarterbacks rushing, the quarterback Cole Gilbert and the backup quarterback Vincent led the rushing categories, with Gonzalez notching 59 yards. JT Foreman had a tough time carrying the ball with 10 carries for 29 yards, but he did have 3 receptions for 85 yards for a total of 114 yards. And so big kudos to the Grizzly defense for locking down Turlock's running game. That was a big help in the win for sure. The Bulldogs definitely missing their starting players, and I know they're looking forward to having them back next week when they travel on the road to take on Manteca High, the defending Division III Sac Joaquin section champions. As for Central, they're on the road as well, taking on Bishop Diego of Santa Barbara, the powerhouse that are the Cardinals. Good luck to them as they hunt for another win. As for us, we're going to be covering Turlock once again with the matchup I just mentioned. That's right, back-to-back Bulldog episodes. Turlock faced Manteca last year at home, and they lost a very close game. And so they're looking for revenge, and they're looking to get back on track with the winning to redeem themselves with pre-league play. Again, Turlock is obsessed with getting great seeding in the postseason. They win league all the time, but their next goal is to advance beyond the second round of the SJS playoffs, and beating Manteca will be a big help for that. And if you know anything about high school football in the 209 area code, then you know that Blake Nicholson, the running back for Manteca, is a player to watch. You don't want to miss it. So tune in next week to see a hopefully healthier Turlock team take on the Manteca Buffaloes. You can find that episode at turlockjournal.com, and you can find all other updates on social media. I'm talking Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you follow at Turlock Journal. So until next week, I'm Frankie Tovar. Thank you for watching The Blitz.